Welcome to my website, my living room, and this video about navigating the internet. I'm assuming that some of you are first-time visitors, since that's the button that you click on my website to get here, and with that assumption that means that maybe you haven't visited very many websites. So my website is typical of all other websites. They generally have the same design elements. The most significant element is the navigation bar, which is in this case the orange bar that's up over my head. If you think of a website like a book made up of pages, and those pages are organized by chapters, that's exactly what the navigation bar is to a website. It organizes the website by topics. So if you look across my navigation bar, you see there are a bunch of different topics up there. The most important element in a navigation bar is what's in the upper left-hand corner, and that is the home button. In my case, it says home. On some websites, they might use the word main, or if you don't see home or main, usually there's some kind of a logo or a symbol. In my case, it's my face. If you actually click on my face, you'll also come back to the first page of the website. So if you get lost when you're navigating a website and you want to get back to the very beginning, look for either the word home, the word main, or click on whatever logo might be up in the upper left-hand corner. There's also an important thing for you to notice that's actually not part of a website, it's part of the frame around the website. Look again in the upper left-hand corner and you'll see that there's some kind of a back arrow. That lets you flip back by pages with what you're looking at on the website. The navigation bar, let's talk about it in more detail. There are words across the navigation bar. If you move your mouse across those words, on some websites you'll notice that a menu drops down for you. It's called a drop menu, that makes sense. That menu contains other categories of information within that area. So for example, on my website, if you were to click on Find Abby, what you would see is a drop menu would come down with the options of looking at my tour events or looking at more about the book or seeing some of my interviews. If you click on video tutorials, you'll see you get an option to look at the video tutorials or to find the guides that I've written for you. If you go to resources, there's a lot there. There are web link suggestions for you. There are frequently asked questions for you. The most important thing for you not to forget to do when you're visiting a website is to use the scroll bar. The scroll bar allows you to move further down the page, and that way you don't miss some elements that were offered by the website that you might not have seen. You don't always see the scroll bar on the right-hand side of your screen. Sometimes you've got to move your mouse over to the right-hand side in order to activate the scroll bar. When you go back and visit my homepage, play with the scroll bar. What you'll notice is there's a lot below the midpoint where your computer screen may have cut off my website. If you scroll down, you'll see there's an option to find out more about the book. There's also a section called Teachers and Librarians Resources. And right now, let's just take a moment and say, hail to the teachers and librarians. I love them. They work so hard, and I really wanted to add an element of my website that they could go to find resources. Without the scroll bar, you wouldn't see that that's there. The most important thing for you to keep in mind to navigate the website is think of Dorothy in The Wizard of Oz. There's no place like home. So when you get lost on a website, go click on the word home or main, and you'll find your way back to the first page, and then you can play around some more. And that really is the point. In order to learn how to use the internet and how to navigate websites, you need to play around with them. So feel free to play around with mine. Nothing bad will happen. I'm just going to give you offerings of different things you might find interesting, and that's what websites are. It's a bunch of interesting information. So if you leave my website, as you should, and go play around on the internet, come on back, because I've got lots of information for you and I'm always updating it. And I want you to feel free to email me with any questions that you have, or to make suggestions of other videos that I might put onto my website. So come on back, but for now, see you later.